Have you ever wondered why so many Chinese, Korean, and Japanese women stay slim no matter their age? Is it genetics, a secret diet, or something the West just hasn't noticed? The truth is, it's not about magic, it's not about starving, and it's definitely not about going to the gym every day. It's about culture. It's about small daily habits passed down from mothers to daughters, practiced quietly, yet powerfully. Habits that don't feel like effort, but shape bodies and minds over time. In today's video, we're revealing 15 habits, yes, 15 that explain how Asian women maintain their figure, their energy, and their confidence. From how they eat, to how they move, to one surprising reason. They avoid cold drinks at dinner. These are real traditions, proven routines, and no, most of them have nothing to do with dieting. So, which ones will surprise you the most? Section 1: Real food culture from kitchen to slim body. Why are Asian women staying slim while so many in the West are gaining weight? It's not just luck. The real answer starts in the kitchen. In Japan, Korea, and China, home-cooked food is still the norm. And that changes everything. In Japan, meals are small and light. Grilled fish, rice, miso soup, and pickled vegetables. Each item is served separately, in tiny bowls. It slows down eating, and helps with portion control. In Korea, meals are filled with small side dishes called banchan. There's kimchi, tofu, seaweed, and all kinds of seasoned vegetables. Instead of one big heavy plate, you get variety and balance. In China, food is shared at the table. No one piles up a huge plate. Everyone takes a little bit at a time. This keeps meals slower, lighter, and more social. You won't find frozen meals or fast food dominating their homes. Cooking is still part of daily life. So here's the question. If your culture taught you to not just eat, would your body look different today? Let's find out more, because that habit alone is just the beginning. Section 2: Move without trying the walking life of Asia. Why are gyms packed in the West, but empty in most of Asia? Surprising, isn't it? In many Asian countries, people stay fit without even thinking about it. Because movement is part of their daily life. They walk not as exercise, but as a way to live. In Japan, people walk to the station, the store, school, and work. Even children walk several blocks every day. Cities are safe and compact, so walking feels natural even at night. In Korea, cities like Seoul are built on hills and stairs. People climb, walk, and move without needing a treadmill. Many live without cars, so walking is part of every errand. In China, people still walk or bike to markets, schools, or parks. Elderly people practice Tai Chi in the morning. It's light, slow, and graceful, but still effective. You won't hear them say, "I have to go work out," because they've already moved all day without trying. This kind of daily motion burns calories, boosts mood, and improves health. And it doesn't feel like work at all. So, here's a thought. What if your city made walking easy and your culture made it normal? Would you still need a gym? Let's keep going. The next habit might surprise you even more. Section 3: The 80% Rule. Eating just enough, not too much. What if the secret to staying slim was knowing when to stop? Sounds simple, but it works. In Japan, there's a powerful saying, "Hara hachi bu." It means eat until you're 80% full. Not stuffed, not satisfied, just enough. This isn't a diet, it's a mindset. Older generations follow it almost without thinking. You chew slower, you listen to your body, and you stop eating before the damage is done. In Korea, meals are often shared with others. Girls take breaks between bites. Drinks are usually water or tea, not sugary sodas. This helps them feel full without overeating. In China, meals are family style. Food is placed in the center, and everyone shares. There's no pressure to clean your plate. You eat little by little, over time. And that gives your brain a chance to say, "I'm full." It's not about strict rules or guilt. It's about being mindful. And that small pause right before too much can change everything. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you stopped eating before you felt full? Think about it. Now, let's look at what they drink with those meals. That's habit number 4. Section 4 Tea. Not soda. What Asian women drink instead. What's in their glass? Not soda, not juice, and definitely not frappuccinos. In Japan, Korea, and China, the main drink at meals is tea. Hot, unsweetened, simple. In Japan, green tea is served with almost everything. It helps digestion, boosts fat burning, and calms the mind. Some women drink matcha rich in antioxidants and flavor. It's not trendy, it's tradition. In Korea, barley tea and corn silk tea are common. They're caffeine-free and help reduce bloating. You'll even find school kids sipping barley tea from thermos bottles. In China, tea is part of daily life. Pu'er tea, jasmine tea, oolong, each one has its role. Pu'er, for example, is believed to break down fat. It's often sipped slowly, during and after meals. What you don't see are sugary sodas. They're not banned, just not necessary. Tea hydrates, heals, and satisfies without the sugar crash. So think about your own habits. What do you drink with lunch? With dinner? And why? Sometimes, staying slim starts not with food, but with what you drink. Let's move on to the next habit. This one's more about mindset and pressure. Section 5 Thin is beautiful? The cultural pressure to stay slim. Is being slim a choice or a cultural expectation? In Asia, it's often both. In Korea, thinness is tied directly to beauty. K-pop stars, influencers, and even job standards reinforce this ideal. Many girls start watching their weight in high school or even earlier. It's not just appearance, it's a kind of social currency. In Japan, slimness is seen as discipline. Graceful women don't overeat, don't snack loudly, and don't seek attention. Even sweets are small, delicate, and low in sugar. Being slim means being modest, elegant, and self-controlled. In China, especially in urban areas, slimness is rising in importance. Social media promotes light eating and herbal remedies. It's not unusual to see young women carry beauty teas in their handbags. The image of being put together includes your figure. But here's the question: does this create confidence or quiet pressure? In some cases, both. These expectations help maintain healthy routines. But they can also turn self-care into self-judgment. So next time you admire someone's figure, ask yourself, are they living for themselves or living to be seen? Let's move on to what they eat, not just for beauty, but for gut health. Section 6 Fermented foods, the gut-friendly secret behind slim bodies. Why do Western diets ignore the gut while Asian meals support it every day? Isn't that strange? In Japan, Korea, and China, fermented foods are not trends. They are staples deeply rooted in daily meals, and they play a huge role in keeping the gut healthy. In Korea, no meal is complete without kimchi. It's spicy, crunchy, and packed with probiotics. These help reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and support fat loss. It's not a side dish, it's a health habit. In Japan, meals include miso soup, natto, pickled vegetables. These contain live cultures that balance gut bacteria. Natto, made from fermented soybeans, is sticky and strong but powerful. It's been eaten for generations for a reason. In China, fermented tofu, black beans, and preserved greens are common. They add flavor but also support digestion and metabolism. They're especially popular in southern regions. Western meals often skip fermented foods entirely. So here's the question: does your culture feed your stomach or just your taste buds? A healthy gut helps prevent bloating, control cravings, and stabilize weight. And the best part? You don't need a pill. Just a spoonful of something sour. Let's continue. The next secret isn't about what you eat but how you live. Section 7 No diets. Just light living, a different way to stay slim. What if staying slim didn't require dieting at all? What if the answer was how you live? In Japan, Korea, and China, most women don't count calories. They don't follow keto. They don't fast. Instead, they simply eat light every day. No extremes, just balance. Japanese meals are small and seasonal. Grilled fish, rice, soup, and vegetables lightly flavored. Rarely fried, rarely heavy. In sweets, small, elegant, and low in sugar. Korean food can be spicy, but still light. Even popular foods like instant noodles are paired with veggies or fermented sides. Homemade meals are common, and portions stay controlled. Chinese meals may include rice or noodles, but always with greens, tofu, or soup. The focus is on warmth, variety, and moderation. Late night snacking? Not a habit. There's no crash dieting. No lose 5 pounds in 5 days mindset. Just quiet consistency. And that's the secret. It's not what you remove from your life. It's what you do gently, every day. Let's go deeper. The next habit is about something as small as a pair of chopsticks. Section 8. The chopstick effect: how eating slower changes everything. Can a simple pair of chopsticks help you stay slim? It sounds silly, but it's surprisingly true. In Japan, meals are eaten slowly, respectfully, and with care. Using chopsticks forces you to take smaller bites. You can't shovel food. You have to pause between bites. And in that pause, your brain has time to catch up. It's not just physical, it's cultural. You're expected to eat quietly, mindfully, and without rushing. This slows digestion and helps you feel full with less food. In Korea, chopsticks are made of metal. They're slightly heavier and more slippery than wooden ones. This naturally makes people eat slower. They chew longer, rest between bites, and drink tea as they eat. In China, food is shared at the table. People use chopsticks to take a little from each dish. You're not stacking a plate, you're sampling, tasting, and pacing. This leads to a longer meal, with better self-awareness. Eating slowly helps prevent overeating. And the humble chopstick makes that possible without rules, without apps, and without effort. So next time you eat, ask yourself, are you tasting your food, or just finishing it fast? Let's move on. The next habit is about snacks, or rather, the lack of them. Section 9. No snacking culture: why sweets are small and rare. Why do so many Westerners snack all David Asian women rarely do? Isn't that interesting? In Japan, Korea, and China, snacking isn't part of daily life. It's occasional, intentional, and usually small. You won't see people walking around with chips, candy bars, or soda. Snacks aren't banned, they are just not a habit. In Japan, sweets are often tiny and beautifully made. A single bite of mochi, a small cup of ice cream. They're enjoyed slowly, often with tea, and rarely on the go. In Korea, snacks are often roasted seaweed, sweet potato chips, or fruit. Even popular treats are eaten in small amounts. Snacking is not something you do out of boredom, it has a purpose. In China, fruit is the go-to option. Vendors sell fresh slices of melon, oranges, or sugar cane. Desserts are light like red bean jelly or sweet soups. Meanwhile, in many Western cultures, snacking is constant. Chips while working, cookies while watching TV. So here's the question. Is your snack habit making you full or just distracted? Let's move on. The next habit is all about balance on the plate. Section 10. Colorful balance: the hidden rule on every Asian plate. What if your plate could guide your health just by its colors? Sounds strange, but that's how Asia eats. In Japan, meals often follow the 5-color rule: green, red, yellow, white, and black. Each color represents different nutrients, flavors, and seasonal balance. A typical meal might include green spinach, white rice, red salmon, yellow tamago, and black seaweed. It's not just pretty, it's smart. Your eyes see balance before your stomach even begins. In Korea, meals are built around contrast: hot and cold, spicy and plain, crunchy and soft. Dishes are served together, not one by one. This makes the body feel complete, not overloaded. In China, meals are shared and complementary. You might have a vegetable stir-fry, a tofu soup, rice, and steamed fish. No single item dominates. Everything supports everything else. In contrast, Western meals often focus on one thing: a big steak, a big bowl of pasta. Color? Not so much. So, here's a question. Does your plate offer variety or just volume? In Asia, food isn't just fuel. It's balance, harmony, and tradition served 3 times a day. Next, let's talk about something surprising. Warm drinks and why cold ones are avoided. Section 11 Warm, not cold. Why Asians avoid iced drinks with meals. Why do Asian countries avoid iced drinks during meals while the West fills every glass with ice? Curious, right? In Japan, Korea, and China, cold drinks are often seen as harmful during meals. The belief? Cold liquids slow digestion, weaken energy, and cause bloating. That's why warm tea is the standard. In Japan, green tea or roasted tea is usually served with food. It helps break down fat and eases digestion. You'll rarely see someone drinking soda with sushi. In Korea, families serve warm barley tea or corn tea with meals. These are caffeine-free, light, and comforting. Even in restaurants, ice water is not a given, it's optional. In China, the concept comes from traditional medicine. Cold drinks are said to disturb your qi or inner energy. Warm soups and teas are part of almost every meal. Even in hot weather, lukewarm water is preferred. The West often values refreshment, but the East values function. So here's a question. Do you drink for comfort or just out of habit? Next up, we'll look at not how much they eat but how often. And that rhythm changes everything. Section 12 Small but often the power of meal timing. What if staying slim wasn't about eating less but eating more often, in smaller amounts? Sounds counterintuitive, right? In Japan, Korea, and China, large heavy meals are rare. Instead, food is often broken into small, balanced portions throughout the day. In Japan, a typical meal might include rice, miso soup, grilled fish, pickles, and green tea. Each item is small, but together, it feels complete. It's common to have 3 full meals without snacking in between. In Korea, portion sizes are modest, but meals are satisfying. A meal has rice, banchan side dishes, and soup. Even when eating noodles or snacks, they're often served in bowls, not bags. There's a sense of intention behind every bite. In China, people often eat small meals but more frequently. Sharing food slows the pace. There's less binge eating, more rhythm, more control. This rhythm keeps blood sugar stable and cravings low. It avoids that extreme hunger that leads to overeating later. So here's the question. Do you eat when your body asks or only when the clock tells you to? Let's move on. The next habit is about movement and why it never feels like working out. Section 13 Built-in movement. Why exercise is never a burden. Why do so many Asian women stay active without ever setting foot in a gym? Strange, right? In Japan, Korea, and China, movement is built into everyday life. They don't exercise. They just live in a way that keeps them moving. In Japan, walking is part of the daily rhythm. People walk to the train, the store, school, and back. Stairs are taken without thinking. Cleaning is done by hand. Even small tasks like sweeping or biking add up. In Korea, cities are dense and walkable. People run errands on foot, carry groceries, climb stairs. At home, many dance to K-pop or do stretching routines. It's fun, social, and it burns calories without pressure. In China, morning Tai Chi is common in parks. Elderly women gather in groups to move slowly and gracefully. Neighborhood dances and light martial arts are part of community life. This kind of daily motion burns more calories than one intense workout. It's not forced, it's not stressful, and because it feels natural, it never stops. So ask yourself, what if your lifestyle moved your body without you even noticing? Let's continue. The next habit is more internal. It's about beauty, but not the kind you see in the mirror. Section 14 Inner Beauty. How grace and discipline keep them slim. Is beauty only about body shape, or is it also about how you carry yourself? In Asia, it's both. In Japan, beauty is tied to grace, modesty, and restraint. Eating quietly, dressing simply, moving with intention. Slimness is not about showing off, it's about being considerate of others. You don't finish your plate loudly. You don't act out in public. Being put together is a form of respect. In Korea, beauty includes skincare, posture, and self-discipline. A slim figure shows control and care, not just for appearance but for health, for career, for harmony. It's a daily practice, not a moment on Instagram. In China, wellness is part of cultural identity. Herbal teas, traditional remedies, light eating all connect body and mind. Looking healthy means living thoughtfully. Being slim reflects balance, not obsession. So here's the deeper truth. Asian women don't stay slim just to look good. They stay slim to live well. And maybe that's what we're missing. Not another diet, but another way of thinking. Let's move to the final habit. It's what they do right after a meal and it may surprise you. Section 15. After eating, why they don't lie down, they move. What's the first thing you do after a big meal? Sit, lie down, scroll on your phone? In many Asian cultures, that's exactly what they avoid. After eating, movement not rest is the tradition. In Japan, people often get up to wash dishes or tidy the table. They may walk to the store, take out trash, or go for a short stroll. It's gentle, but effective. Moving after a meal helps with digestion, circulation, and even calorie burn. In Korea, it's common to take a short walk after lunch, especially among office workers. Elders in particular believe that walking settles the stomach. No one rushes back to their desk with a full belly. In China, people don't lie down after meals. They sit upright, chat with family, or do light stretching or tai chi. Even a slow 5-minute walk is encouraged. It's about keeping the body flowing, not letting it stagnate. These small movements add up. Not intense, not forced, just part of daily life. So ask yourself one last time. Is your body resting or is it quietly working to take care of you? Thank you for joining us. Now, which of these 15 habits would you try first? What do you think about this part of Japanese culture? Is it the same where you live or totally different? I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.